apart from the personal ambitions of Alhaji Atiku Abubakar and Mr. Peter Obi, one of the key things that tore that relationship, and by extension, the ADC as the opposition, the largest opposition in Nigeria apart, is something that we have all run away from consistently, and that is whether democracy can actually work in Nigeria. Whether democracy as a system of government is actually workable, feasible in our system. Because I don't want to get into a lot of the things that I've been privileged to encounter or hear or listen or watch, right, by privileged access. I can tell you a lot of the things that have messed up things at the moment in the ADC is the issues about ethnic strength, ethnic support. Because again, democracy is about shared responsibility from one end to another. What do you bring to the table? If people are asking for this, and because democracy generally is about the people, it's a government of the people, by the people, and for the people, as it were. The people plays a large part. So when people are on the table, people are asking what does their people benefit, and it's really not about whether Nigeria is going to be better. It is a people's card being played, and that is something that messed this up. You will not have even know when we say the south and say the north. You do not know that the Fulanis in the north do not politically believe that the Hausa should be prioritized. You would not have known. You would not have known that Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso may be called the grassroots mobilizer of the South. But the Fulani people say he does that for just one state. Kano is an Hausa fellow, as it were. So when you're having negotiations, people are asking clearly, what does my ethnic society benefit? And that is something that we need to look back. Is democracy actually workable? And we're going to get into this conversation very briefly. We don't have all of the time. But if for any reason it's going to be workable, how do we make it work? I personally think that democracy doesn't look like something that can work in Nigeria, especially with the fact that, you see, go and check democracies around the world, or governments, or system around the world where development has come, societies where development have come. There is always some form of homogeneity. And I posted a video one time, I saw several comments. It is something that is coming to my understanding recently, that a society that does not have an homogeneous element, it will hurt that society. Whether it is homogeneity in culture, in language, in structure, something should bind them together. If there's no shared shared cultural heritage, shared language heritage, shared structure, something is wrong. Because at every given time, the argument is about this does not favor my people, this will not favor my people. And so the country is being pulled from various ends, not to pull together, pulled. And that is what is costing us all of the opportunities. This current opportunity we had to have challenged Bola Ahmed Tinubu was destroyed. Yes, I agree. Personal ambition pushed too far. But secondly, about the fact that democracy is the system of government that we are employing. Somebody made mention about China. For example, we sit back here and China may have, I think on paper, about 55 ethnic groups. India has the highest distinct ethnic groups in the world. Over 3,500, my God, right? For China, for example, let's stay with China, about 55 on paper. But the Han Chinese, the Han people, dominate 91% of that particular population, the Chinese population. 91% of the Han of Chinese are Han, and the main language is Mandarin. Currently, President Jinping is even looking for a way to make it dominant. The Communist Party said there is a particular group in the Chinese Communist Party. I forgot the name of that group. You see, it's a decision-making arm of the party. It is left only for the Han people. The party secretary, which is the administrative scribe of the party, is left for the Han people. Other minorities in the Congress, the National People's Congress, is about 15%. So a whole lot is going on. In India, even 3,500. But the homogeneity in India is first from culture and then from structure. If you check, the ethno-linguistic category of Indian allows several ethnic groups to fall under one family by 72%. Then singularly, the Hindi speakers are about 43 to 48%. So it's a dominant. Come to Nigeria. You will not see how these things are now shared almost evenly. There's no, if there's even one tribe that dominates, for example, that can represent the ideology, the culture of the people, majority of the people. The Hausa Fulani speakers are about 30% of our population. The Yoruba are about 21%. The Igbo about 18%. Then all other tribes shared evenly. And that is causing a problem. There's no homogeneity. We are not homogeneous by tribe. We're not homogeneous by religion. We're not homogeneous by culture. We're not homogeneous by structure. Everything messed up. And even that, so the only way to achieve any form of development with democracy is to return it to regional government. Is to return to regional government. I tell you, it's not perfect. For example, I know that the regional government in itself is messed up, but a lot of things may begin to work because there will be shared competition, healthy one. Because the last time we had regional government, from the 1940s to 1966, before the breakdown of it, accusations of tribalism, nepotism, and all of that, even corruption, we had infrastructure. The infrastructure we benefit now in this country actually came from regionalization. a lot of these universities, a lot of these learning centers, a lot of these environments, for example, it also has its own implications. It's also widespread negativity. For example, the University of Ibadan was the first university in Nigeria in the early 40s, right? In the 60s, we were supposed to have a new university in the Western region. Of course, by then the Midwest was still with the Western region. So then Premier of the Western region, Bafemi Awolowo, instead of allowing the university to go to Benin at that time, which was proposed, the University of Benin was supposed to have kick-started, he took the university to his hometown, Ife, and established the University of Ife in 1961, as against popular opinion that should have been established in Benin. Until the Midwest region was now carved out of the Western region in 1963, and the University of Benin was now eventually established in 1970, Tony the King's College University. So you see all of this. So that's why we must return to the regional government. Any hope for democracy to survive and work a bit in Nigeria is that we must return to regional government. So whoever wants to take over power, and that's why I don't believe in Bola Tinubu, because we're supposed to look back at our constitution. This presidential system of government is not working. The Lagos Calabar Coastal Highway, for example, doesn't look like something that will benefit the entirety of Nigeria. It's just one road to help connectivity within Lagos and the western states. Again, allow these people to have their seaports so that you are giving them roads. So democracy not will work. And that's what I have come to understand. It may not work because we don't have that shared culture, shared beliefs, shared values, shared structure, shared language. So everything that is done in the interest of. And you see, when we begin to look into all of this interest, nothing is functional. It's quite disappointing. But
now, El-Rufai said that the next election would be a three-horse race, and Tinubu will come distant third. I repeat, El-Rufai says that the next election, the 2027 general election, is going to be a three-horse race, and Tinubu would come distant third. Now, today, we have three political parties, as predicted by El-Rufai. We have the NDC, we have the ADC, and we have the APC. Looking at El-Rufai's prediction or analysis, will Tinubu come distant third in the next election? Let's look at the strengths and weaknesses of these political parties to win elections next year. We have the NDC. The NDC is an upcoming political party. The NDC is a party for the youth, young people to align with. The ADC is not different from the APC. The difference between the APC and the ADC is that the APC is in power. APC has political power. APC is stable. APC has structure that can win elections. But the ADC is a party of disgruntled northern politicians, major northern politicians. We have South, we have the Igbos in the ADC. The majority of those in the ADC are disgruntled northern politicians. Most of them in the ADC came from the APC. Some people in this same ADC formed the APC. So there's no difference between the APC and the ADC. The difference is that APC has political power. APC is more organized. APC can cause trouble to any political party because they are the ones in charge. APC now appoint INEC. APC now appoint DSS. APC now appoint almost everybody. Tinubu's government. So El-Rufai is saying that Tinubu will come distant third. I beg to disagree. These are the reasons. When you look at it today, Nigerians cannot carry out a revolution. The only thing that can remove Tinubu, I said it before, three things can remove Tinubu: elections, as it is now, with the corruption, with the corrupt system, with the powers that are controlling Nigeria. Ordinary elections cannot remove President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Mr. El-Rufai, I know you're a former governor, FCT minister, you have experience in politics, but today is the 4th of May, 2026. By now, next year, I will confirm whether Tinubu will come distant third. It is even an article that I'm even looking at that may come distant third. Looking at the way things are politically, APC is the party to beat come 2027. I am an obedient. I am not supporting Tinubu. I'm supporting restructuring. If Tinubu is restructuring Nigeria, I will commend him. I will never support Tinubu when it comes to good governance. So know my position before you start saying I'm supporting APC. Looking at the way things are, APC is the party to beat come 2027. The NDC has started having small wahala, small problem. Yes, the Northerners have been attacking Kwankwaso ever since he decided to follow Peter Obi into the NDC. They did not attack Kwankwaso when they formed the OK movement in the NDC. They did not attack him. They believe that whatever movement that they are forming, Atiku will beat them and clinch the presidential ticket. They never knew that they had other plans to leave the northern political party called ADC for another movement. I listened to Kwankwaso and I watched Peter Obi. My brother, I am shocked at what transpired when Peter Obi and Kwankwaso went to visit Siriake Dixon in his house. I will not say anything about that until next time. So looking at it, Tinubu cannot come distanted. Instead, waiting APC go, the kind of vote where APC go bring out, it seems these people, My problem is that these people has been in politics for a very long time, and they don't seem to understand how prepared APC is, how desperate Tinubu is to complete his 8 years. I told you that if it is left for Tinubu to sell half of northern Nigeria to Somalia, or to turn northern Nigeria to Syria, for him to complete 8 years, Tinubu is willing to do it. Just know that it is not only Aso Rock that Tinubu can stay. Tinubu can stay in Bodilon. In fact, it is future may even go Bodilon that he will stay Aso Rock. So don't think that if northern Nigeria is burning today, where will he stay? Bodilon dey there. So Tinubu is not coming distanted. Instead, I see an article coming distanted. When you look at the power structure, the states and regions that NDC, ADC, and APC can get votes. When it comes to southern Nigeria, okay, some people are saying that we have 2 presidential candidates and 1 other candidate. That Peter Obi will divide the vote of Tinubu. The article will take advantage of the fact that he has 2 southern candidates. Northern Nigeria will vote for him massively. Hey, is Kwankwaso not a northerner? Kwankwaso, did he not follow Peter Obi to the NDC? So how come people are saying that northerners will vote for an Atiku 95%? Atiku, during the last elections, he had the PDP structure. Mind you, in the PDP today, we have northerners. We have northerners in the PDP. We have northerners in the APC. How come would northerners vote for Atiku 95%? When Atiku ran in 2007, how many votes did he get? So if you are talking about the North massively voting for ADC, that one is a lie. You see Kwankwaso with Kwankwasia supporters, they follow a P2B. Nobody will ever believe. Some political analysts will say, Kwankwaso cannot deputize P2B. Kwankwaso, former defense minister, former this and that, 2-time governor, this and that, he has PhD, blah, blah, blah. He sponsored people, blah. Now, what is going on in the NDC? You know, some of my predictions, some people are angry with my predictions. They are just praying that my prediction will not come to pass. My brother, it is not me that will make it come to pass. I am telling you, I study political trends. I look at the body language of these politicians and I make my predictions. So don't be angry with me that I'm telling you that Atiku will come distant third. That is a political analysis. You can analyze yours, then we will look at what happens at the end of the day. When I said that Peter Obi and Kwankwaso is going to the NDC, some people never ever believed it. They called me liar and everything. I predicted what will happen as Tinubu was announced the president. I predicted at the bus stop, we're having newspaper stand analysis. I told people that Tinubu, even before the election, I said, what I'm seeing about this INEC electoral law, Tinubu win the elections. My fellow obedient people were saying, well, why are you saying this? Blah, blah, blah. I mean, don't collect money. Kaka, kaka. They announced him winner. Pastors prophesied from now till yesterday, tomorrow. Tinubu became the president and not Peter Obi. Now, when Tinubu won the election, and I saw an APC supporter, I was very angry. He was happy. I said, you don't know what will happen to you. Hey, Tinubu supporters were now bragging, shouting, any little thing, Tinubu will fix Nigeria within 2 years. I told them nothing will happen. Now, what is happening? So don't blame me. I'm looking at political trends. Northern Nigeria will be defeated come 2027. Every gimmicks that this Fulani conquered Northern Nigeria. I have said this before that if these Hausa people were controlling the policy of North, we will be in good terms. But these Fulani jihadist fundamentalists, these people that are having ulterior motive to Islamize Nigeria, taking over the political structure of the North, using Arewa to cajole other people and take their votes, take their political space. We will not agree with them. They will not. We in the South, we are coming together. You see, the South don't know how powerful they are if they unite together. It is only because of the greed of politicians. The kind of Tinubu politicians will soon fade away. Because I know that those politicians, they are impossible to even align. They have their own selfish interests. The group of Tinubu politicians, they are level in the day and co. If they fit sell all of us for Nigeria, put the money for pockets, travel go there and enjoy themselves. If there's a possible way for them to sell Nigeria, they will sell Nigeria. That is how selfish and greedy these politicians are. But because of the interest here, this one cabal here, that's why, and the federal structure and the constitution allowing to share money. If it is possible for Tinubu and his boys to sell Nigeria, turn Nigeria to their company, they will do so. So if the South know how powerful their unity is, if they unite, if they know how very, very effective and powerful they will be when they unite, Northerners, they're not going to smell anything. When I told you that, Northern politicians, when it comes to politics, in no area does Northern dominate Southern politicians. Maybe only in sponsoring terrorism and banditry, maybe they can claim or die in that area. But when it comes to playing politics, Northerners cannot play politics like Southerners. I will give you examples. I've always given the examples. Look at Wike look at Tinubu. If you don't know Wike beat Atiku at the last primaries. If not Tambuwa, that played all those Yamagumago, Fulani, betrayal, whatever. Thank God Tinubu do the same to El-Rufai, because the Fulani politicians, it is power for them and their tribe alone. So a Tambuwa came out and shocked Wike. Wike had support from all over Nigeria. Which politician, apart from Atiku, who used PDP to get Wike's support, which northern politician will have such support across Nigeria? I know Kwankwaso, their movement, Kwankwasia movement in other parts of the country is particularly the northerners in that state that form majority of the Kwankwasia support group or movement. Me, I know that one. But which northerner, like Wike, I say Wike gets support for Zamfara State, Kano, Katsina. When vote against an article, how did he play politics? And look at the politics who is playing. So which northerner will you tell me? Northern are entitlement now. When they play entitlement politics, we now look as if they can play politics. It is our turn. It is the turn of the North. The North have been, we'll get to the polls. We'll do this. That is just play the politics. Mobilize, lobby, influence, instigate, scatter, arrange, build here. Use this one to block this one. That is what they call politics. So Tinubu and Wike, these are examples of politicians in Nigeria. We have many of them. So the North, I've advised the North, go and relax. 2027 is not for you. It is better these major politicians don't get involved, because anybody will win an election. Leave NDC or Kwankwaso. Kwankwaso, I've told you that he's not supporting Obi genuinely. He's supporting Obi because he has a target for 2031 presidential elections. The same with El-Rufai. El-Rufai is supporting Obi. El-Rufai that said Tinubu is going to come distant third is supporting Obi. It's because of their 2031. The group of politicians in the ADC, all disgruntled politicians, if they lose this next election, they will be retired. They say Atiku they get articulate. When you reach election 2027, you go see the real articulate. You know what I'm saying? All these things, it looks so impossible. Some people say, not. I know that the sentiment in northern Nigeria is to remove Tinubu, but when they start to play the politics, you go say vote, go turn to human being. Your vote go the reason. You go vote. Say my vote, I'm voting Atiku. Your vote go say no. Your vote go follow you the drag. When they start their politics next election, that's your vote. You think you have in northern Nigeria. You go follow you the drag. You go drag out with you. You go carry himself, go put where they remote. You know, say next election they go remote your vote into where they want make your vote go. If you understand this language, thanks for understanding Nigerian politics. So the North should go and relax. If they don't relax, and the problem with that. That's one that El-Rufai say Tinubu will be the distant third. The next elections, I can bet it 100% with everybody. I'm not telling you not to vote the party of your choice. I will vote the NDC. I'm saying it openly. I'm voting because I am participating in the process. I am telling you that this is my choice. I will not say because these people will have an upper hand and they might win, I will not vote. That one is cowardice. That one is stupidity and foolishness. Vote and vote. That is, you are putting pressure on the system. You are registering your presence in the system. Because one day you will win like others. That is just it. I'm not voting Tinubu because I know he will win. Yes. But if there's an opportunity here, if we have only two options, Tinubu and Atiku, and Tinubu will serve this, I'm interested in restructuring. And Tinubu will fit into that by restructuring whatever. I'm voting Tinubu, Southern president all along. So people in the North also understand what I'm saying. Fulani, they are powerless. They are just making noise. Making a whole lot hell of noise. Every other day you see all those clerics in the North abusing Tinubu. You will never see Tinubu own. Very soon, make everybody finish primary. Make everybody sure say this one are the candidate, this one are the vice. Make them finish primary. Northern Nigeria, they go see Tinubu own clerics. They go run away. They go see people who go speak for Tinubu. So as it stands today, some people say there's problem in the NDC. We are going to talk about the challenges the NDC is facing. Because I believe anywhere where Peter Obi go, APC will make sure they can go. Because the only threat, I believe personally, to Tinubu is a Peter Obi presidency. But with what Tinubu and APC has put on ground, if I see Nigerians as people that can defend their votes, irrespective of the fact that they will be shot at or they will kill some people, and Nigerians will still stand, I will tell you that Tinubu will lose the next election. But for the fact that Nigerians are afraid, when they hear gunshot, all of them will run 440, leave their votes. They will run away. When I go to come in for polling, it's threatening. Everybody will shake. No, okay. You are bad. You are bad people. Or somebody is depriving you of your fundamental human rights. Instead of making you follow the person, German. Whatever the consequences is, every action must have a consequence. Some people don't just want to struggle, do activism, and they don't want to go to sell, or they don't want anything. They just want to be at a butter. No. If you are going to go for power struggle or protest, you know that you want to achieve a thing. You must go through some persecutions. But Nigerians are afraid. Religion has made us to be dumb. We are dumber. We are dummy. Religion in Nigeria has turned us to dummy. Look at Fulani go carry cane, kidnap somebody, they flog her for bush, carry cutlass, they cut people up and down. A pastor was kidnapped to the extent that the bullet that they shot on his leg, he stayed with that bullet. He didn't receive treatment. He almost fainted. The people even paid millions of naira to rescue him. The people that kidnapped him wanted to go and deliver him to his people. They dumped him in a bush before they now located the man. At the end of the day, the man somehow miraculously survived, but they had to amputate that leg. And we are here saying, the Lord will fight for you. Okay, God gave you brain, God gave you life, and you are wasting it. You are useless in your life. You allow one small Fulani to come and be handling you anyhow because you have brainwashed yourself. You have brainwashed. I ask people, say, if Nigeria were to be a Christian country, wouldn't they have the police? Wouldn't they have the army? So if a Fulani country, maybe not a Nigeria, but a Fulani country, is coming to attack the South, a Christian country, you will say, Lord, fight our battle. Lord, fight. You go for 40 days dry fasting. God help you. They will cut off your head. They will shorten your destiny. So as it is now, if Nigerians are people that really have something they can really die and fight for, Tinubu is not. See, APC is not popular, but they are going to win elections because they have a structure. I call it structure of criminality. That structure is activated. You see, say go. Every now and then they do gathering. They attend events. They give now body. They tend to say how far. They don't put MCO more for national chairman. They run package. Time to share money. That they will share money for all those levels. Those will share for their boys. Their boys go enter streets, enter polling unit, left, right, center. You go see say boys they drink, they smoke inside polling unit. Then you, a child of God, hey, tomorrow you go, they slap you, go back, don't vote. You now turn back, you never vote. You now go on social media and start ranting like a toothless bulldog. The simple thing is that ADC said the other time that it is Nigerians against the APC, not these Nigerians. I know they can go to bus stop and lament. At the end of the day, they got nothing to show for it. Somebody would say, Chidubem, don't go. During ENSAS, young people were fighting for their future. Their parents were saying, don't go, they will kill you. So, is there anybody that's not going to die? Somebody went to commit suicide because of the hardship of the country. But the person cannot go and protest against bad governance. You now committed suicide. So, which one be foolish death now? That suicide is not the death of a coward. You can see the problem I always have with our fellow Nigerians. So, Peter Obi finally, Kwankwaso is in the NDC. But there's something I'm not clear about. Who is going to be the candidate of the NDC? Is Kwankwaso going to deputize a Peter Obi? As we speak now, many people are resigning from the ADC. ADC, their portal don't get comma. NDC, portal they hot. People are registering. People are moving to register left, right. People are registering up and down. I don't know what INEC wants to use with this register because I suspect them. Because even though you register for ADC, if you vote for another political party, it is not anti-party. You just register as a member. I know that APC gets one plan, and I'm suspecting that plan they want to use. They make sure APC will make sure now they get the highest voter register, and that one will be how they will paint the election. APC get highest voter register. How come you win election? We have supporters up to 10 million. How come do you get this number? Blah blah blah. When you reach that place, go cross up.